Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I am back with an apartment renovation slash speed build. This is an apartment that's going to be for a yoga instructor, and if you haven't been following along with this series, this is an apartment that is within a larger build I created here on the channel. I will link that up in the card above. Where I created 3 New York City inspired brownstones. One of them is a 4-story townhouse that's for a very wealthy sim. And the other 2 I've split up into apartments, which I am slowly decorating and adding a lot of personality to here on the channel. And this is one of them. We are in the middle townhouse today and on the very top floor, so the camera likes to jump around a bit. But this is going to be for a yoga instructor, which is a suggestion I actually had in chat from one of you. So thank you so much for the idea. I loved the idea of that. So this is trying to be kind of a more calming space, and I definitely have a yoga mat in here, as well as like some decor that is leaning in that direction. Basically a rolled up yoga mat from the everyday clutter kits. But we have a functional one, as well as we do have a yoga scale in the game from the spa day pack. So there ends up being a yoga room in here, as well as a bedroom, since this is a 2-bedroom unit. That is what the floor plan already was. And I think it came out really cute in the end. It's pretty small. Most of the apartments in these buildings are, but I really like this one. I ended up using a lot of items from Snowy Escape because it just has that calming energy to it. And that's really what I wanted to achieve in this space. And this couch is actually from the Book Nook kit. And I'm pretty sure I used quite a few items from there as well. Just like nice, cozy, calming items. There is that rolled up yoga mat right next to the couch. I moved that around a few different times, and actually I think this apartment has one of my favorite layouts. I love the archway into the kitchen with the big windows viewing out into the city. I also really enjoyed this shelving unit I put above the couch. I put all kinds of clutter up here, mostly books and like plants, a couple of stacked rocks here as well, and I'm just adjusting the height of this with the tool mod to make it look like it's not floating. I also put a candle up there, which I thought was quite cute. And then I really wanted to use a few different items, but I wasn't sure where I was going to put them yet. So you'll see me just kind of plop some items down and then they get shoved into the other room and then I come back. But over here is where I'm going to put the TV, and I was really excited about this. There is this new wall cabinet from the Crystal Creations pack, and I thought it would look really nice as a TV stand. So I ended up putting some clutter under it and the TV on top. I think it's just some books under it, but I think it looks really nice. And then I'm just grabbing a lamp to put over here, which later on I am going to change the swatches of that. Although, now that I'm saying that, I'm not sure if I put that on camera or not. I might have done that off camera, but you can see I'm just starting to move some of these items around and try and figure out what each space is going to be. So the bedroom does end up being in here where I'm placing this bed down now, but I don't end up using that bed. And then the other room is for yoga. And then this is where we continue on with using a lot of Snowy Escape because that bookcase is just perfect for that space. I was really happy with that. And then I also got a print from that pack as well. And here we are adding some books in here and a little plant on top. I liked this little TV area. I just thought it was cute. I'm just really happy to have some new items to work with. So I'm going to be probably sprinkling in a little bit of Crystal Creations into a lot of builds in the future because it's new and it's fun. So here is that basket that I grabbed earlier. It now has a place to be now that I grabbed some coffee tables to put in here. And because of the print on one of the books, I was like, okay, I actually want one of the prints from the Book Nook kit here on the wall. So I grabbed that one with the blue background and got a little plant over here in the corner. That one's actually from Journey to Batu, but I really like that plant. I think it is so pretty. I love the planter it's in, how like rough it is. And I think the greenery is really pretty. I also decided to add a record player over here. I thought that that could be really nice to play some music on. And I think a vase up there as well. I kept the decorations on the bookcase pretty minimal, but I think it looks nice. And then I just got another piece of like seating. I have an ottoman over there. So if you have another sim that wants to sit down, or I just decoratively put it there because it kind of looks like it could work as a side table, but that one doesn't. It's actually a seat. So I just put it there to look cute. But we are moving on into the kitchen now and getting some curtains in here. These ones are from high school years. I think the colors on them are so nice and I love how sheer they are. I ended up going with this green swatch and I ended up using that swatch as well in the bedroom when we get to it. But first, we're just decorating the space. I got a nice little rug here, of course, getting a trash can in the space so it's all functional. And then we're going to be decorating the counter over here. We do have a spare counter over on the other side of the kitchen that I don't put any decor on, so your Sims can prep food there. But I decided to clutter up this one because I thought it looked nice. So I do get these 2 little baskets here that has like a leaf in it. I'm not sure what sort of veggie that's supposed to be, but that's an item that came with the For Rent pack, and I just think it's really pretty, and I don't use it that often, so I thought I would use it here today. And then I got a couple of cutting boards in here, something I add in almost every build. I can't help myself. They just look so nice. I don't have to say this every time, but I can't help it. They just look nice. Anyway, I did add a towel over by the sink to dry up some dishes. And then we're adding this shelf from the Cool Kitchen Stuff pack. I kind of tucked it into the cabinetry, so you just have the bottom shelf. And then, of course, some utensils by the stove. And I wanted to add something over on this side, so I added a corkboard if your Sims would like to put some postcards up there. And you can see the camera just bouncing around quite a bit since it is not happy about us being on the 4th floor. But anyway, over here in the bedroom, I'm just grabbing a bed, actually from Growing Together. I'm pretty sure I used this bed in the last build as well, which I didn't mean to. I started that weeks ago, but I love this bed so much. It's so pretty, and it just fit the vibe of this apartment really well, so I ended up using it in here. And then I actually struggled for a while with what to put on this wall. I ended up going with a mirror in the end, this one to be precise, but I tried a few other mirrors and some other paintings, and nothing was really working. And the bedroom is pretty simple and doesn't have a lot of decor, but I think that's nice because it's a little bit more peaceful. You can get some nice sleep in here, and that's kind of what I was imagining. I've gotten some questions recently about why I'll put a double bed in a room, even if you can only access one side of it. I think it looks realistic, and also if your Sims scoot over, you can have 2 Sims sleeping in a double bed, even if it's shoved up against a wall like that. So I decided to use that in this space. I just like how it looks. I tend to like the double beds a little bit more than the single beds. And yeah, we're just cluttering up this little area. I made sure to include a TV in here. We have some books and that little glass piece from Crystal Creations. It's just so pretty. I love that as a decor piece. I feel like that could go in anyone's home. I feel like just that pack in general has a lot of versatile pieces I'm going to see myself using often, like the side table there that I put at the end of the bed. That's also from Crystal Creations. And then I used this painting from Base Game that I never use. It just kind of felt like it was the right colors for the space, so I went for it. There wasn't really space for a dresser in here, so I actually grabbed this wardrobe from the Horse Ranch expansion pack, and I put that in the yoga room instead. And I find that is pretty common in smaller apartments that your dresser or your closet might be in a different room. So that is what I opted to do there. And then I ended up adding a mirror in this corner, and I believe a couple of plants on the walls. I really like these ones from the Get Together pack. They're really pretty. And we're just going to add some curtains in the yoga room, and that should be it for this build. So I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Also, let me know what else you would like to see in this apartment series. We have so many apartments to decorate in these brownstones, so I would love to hear your suggestions. But with that, I'm going to leave you with the screenshots. I hope you enjoy them, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.